I don't understand why you won't help me.
I didn't force him to have the surgery, Kim. I didn't. It was his choice. He knew the risk. And he got to decide, and I think that's probably what Oscar is asking for.
Yes, but Jason was an adult, and Oscar is a child. And this trial is the only chance he has to keep on living. Sam, listen. Remember at Drew's birthday party when you told me that we were family now because of the kids?
Of course.
Yes, you asked me. You asked me if there was anything that you could do to help. I don't need hand-holding. I don't need a casserole. Drew and I, we need you to help us save our son. So I'm asking you to please talk to your mother and ask her to just talk some sense into Oscar so we can drop this case.
My mother would never have taken on this case if she didn't think she could handle it. And there's nothing I could say to her. I don't have that kind of influence on her. I don't. But as much as I hate to admit it, I think there might be one person who does.
We're his parents. You think you know what's best for my son better than us? Do you really?
Okay, all right, just rein it. I understand your frustration.
I wouldn't patronize me if I were you.
I'm not patronizing you, Drew. I would be you in this situation. If, God forbid, this happened to my child, I would do exactly what you're doing, and I hope you win. I also hope that you understand that I'm doing the only thing that I can to help your son.
To help him? How is it helping him to enable Oscar to refuse treatment? I don't understand.
Oscar feels powerless. He has no control over his life right now due to his age and due to his illness. And I am able to give him one thing, a sense of control and a sense of peace over his life by allowing him the chance to express himself. And Drew, I think he deserves that.
Not at the expense of his own life.
I promise you that I will represent your son with respect and dignity. And if I don't do this, he is going to go to Scott Baldwin, and Scott Baldwin will turn this into a circus. He will spark a national debate to gain notoriety for his own benefit, and your son will get lost in the shuffle. I will keep this private, and I will keep your son from being exploited.
Oh, wow. That all sounds great, well and good. You should write a paper or speech or whatever it is you lawyers do. I don't really know. But it's not going to make a damn bit of difference to the people who love Oscar if he's dead in 3 months. Because he turns down his only chance to save his life. My son is a child who is making a grave mistake, and I will protect him from anyone and anything, including him. So I will fight you, and I will fight him, and I will take this all the way to the Supreme Court if I have to, because we're not looking at this as some sort of test case of legal ethics. We're looking at it as parents who intend to give their child the best chance to save his life.
Tell me you understand my position.
Of course I understand your position. But I also believe that Oscar, as mature as he may appear to be, is still a child. And I believe that it is his parents' role to ensure that their child doesn't do anything that might cost him his life.
Oscar is reacting this way because he hasn't been given a choice. Who knows what he'll decide when he's finally given one?
It's a pretty big gamble, my friend. It's ironic, isn't it? You're the one with children, and I'm the one fighting for the parents. And I'm going to, Alexis. I'm going to fight you with everything I have.
So will I. I would expect nothing less.
Kevin, I am so glad you waited for me.
Yeah, well, I just had to get out of there. I hope I didn't make things harder for you.
Nah. Alexis and I understand each other.
Well, I'm glad somebody understands her, because I sure as hell do not.
If it's any consolation to you, the deck is squarely stacked against her. No judge is going to grant Oscar emancipation until he can prove that he can support himself without parental assistance. And Oscar is an unemployed teenager. I am hoping the judge just dismisses this case out of hand.